Now stay seated.
The existence of single-use plastic bags. So think about how many plastic bags you use in a week. All of the groceries that you get at the store, and you take all of those bags home. And think of how many times you go to the grocery store a week or in a month, and then add all of those up. And then once you get home, they immediately go into the trash. So think about everyone else that is doing that as well. So all of those bags add up. And so, according to the EPA, it takes 100 to 1,000 years just for plastic to break down. It doesn't even really decompose. And then also, they passed an act called the Pollution Act of 1990. So Congress declared that all pollution be properly recycled, and if not recyclable, then disposed of in a proper manner. And so, plastic bag pollution is just horrible. These are microplastics, so this is what the plastic breaks down into. And these microplastics have nanoplastic, which are plastics even smaller than this. So plastic bags are not recyclable. Some people do put them in the recycling bin, and they'll get caught in machines, which cause, machine disruptions. And then they can get caught in drainage systems, which can cause cities to flood, which is not good. So according to Douglas Lober with Reuse This Bag, as I said, recycling bags is very difficult. They get caught in the machines, but the best way to recycle them is to ball them up and then tie them around. That way they don't float around everywhere. If they float around, they'll end up in drainage systems and things like that. A great example of pollution is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So if you look the North Pacific Ocean, there are these currents, all over the ocean, and they all lead to this place. And so it causes these vortex of plastic to just get stuck and trapped in this one area. And according to National Geographic, it could take 67 ships 1 year to clean up less than 1% of the garbage that is located in the North Pacific. And you'll picture it, you think of just a bunch of water bottles just piled up in that. You can see it from, satellites. But actually when they're in these currents, they break down into these microplastics, and it's just horrible. And then most of it sinks to the ground. And then according to the NOAA Marine Debris Program, wildlife is obviously affected by all of these plastics. So sea turtles see plastic bags as jellyfish, which is, their delicacy, so they eat them in, cook that. And then a lot of animals get entangled in the garbage, and then a lot of species from other places will travel in the plastic to this place and then disrupt the ecosystem. This is a map of plastic bag bans in the United States. So, this is what everyone should do. California just voted to remove plastic bags from all grocery stores and retailers. And they just did that this year. But there's also a lot of other places like Vermont, Hawaii, Oregon that have banned plastic bags. And or some places like Alabama and Georgia, they have cities within the state where they have banned these plastic bags. But the places in red, like us in Mississippi, we're not able to illegally disrupt the state legislation. So even if the city of Long Beach wanted to ban plastic bags, they couldn't because it's a state-wide thing. And so it's important, to stop using so much plastic. And one place, Utah, so they're one of the states that haven't been banned plastic bags. But if they were, they could save 1 billion bags a year. And so the only city in Utah, Salt Lake City, has banned plastic bags. And they're saving over 2 million bags a year just in one city. And so think about all of the cities in the world and how many plastic bags you could save and save environments from this. And so these microplastics that I was talking about, they also affect humans. They're found in the soil and in animals, and you'll eat seafood after they've eaten plastics, the microplastics, and then it's in your body. And they've actually found, according to Morgan McFall Johnson with MSN, they found microplastics and nanoplastics in clogged arteries from heart attack and stroke victims. They'll be, stuck with all of that plaque. And then they're found in organs and they're found in brains. So not only is it affecting wildlife, but it's also affecting us. And so it's very important to recycle. And I recommend using these bags. These bags are made of 50% or more recyclable materials. And so to save yourself and the environment, I recommend using these and quit using so many plastic bags.